Well, welcome everybody to the annual White Lake Area 4th of July Parade presented by White Lake Area Chamber and Visitors Bureau. We just want to welcome you. We see the streets are lined with so many people. I don't think I've ever seen this many people in White Lake at one time.
I'm going to argue with you. We see this every year, but it's nice to say that.
It is. Everybody is donning their red, white, and blue, and we are here for a celebration today. We want to thank Remax West, who is our parade sponsor this year. We are live streamed through CatchMark Technology, so we thank you so much to our live stream sponsor, Muskegon and Montague Manpower. So we hope that you enjoy today. Today is a day of celebration, traditions, barbecues, family time, reunions, beautiful weather. I think the sky is going to clear, but I'm telling you, I like the weather right now. This is kind of nice.
Plus, they kind of prepared us for whatever could come with the tent.
Yes, and we thank you so much, CatchMark Technologies, for bringing this live stream to you at home. If you're sticking home this morning, you don't want to get out and about, that is perfectly fine because the rest of the day we have so much more in store for you. Take time, maybe visit a local business today, grab some ice cream, visit some of our I forgot to do that. I thought you guys knew us.
I think they do.
I'm Stacy Shepard and
I'm Matt Shepard, obviously the better half of this arrangement.
And just for the record, we are not professional, but we love White Lake, and that is why we are here. So this is not something we do on our day-to-day basis, but we certainly have fun doing it, and we hope you guys have fun today too. Leading the parade is the VFW, the American Legion Marine Corps League Detachment, and it serves as an important reminder of why we celebrate today. And we also want to remind you guys of some of our flag etiquette. One of the most important things we can do is just to stand up and to give thanks to our veterans and what they have done to serve our country. So just an important reminder, when you see a flag and when you see the beginning of parades like this, and you see the salute, it's so important that you stand up and you actually place your hand over your heart and you give reverence to coming through to start off our parade.
I think it's a great idea and a great reminder. We started to show everybody our midsections, but got to do it.
All right, well, let's get some of these introductions underway. Starting with the White Lake VFW Post 3256.
The Veterans of the Foreign War has a rich tradition in enhancing the lives of millions through its community service programs and special projects. From providing free phone cards to assist active duty military personnel to raising money for the World War II Memorial, VFW is there, honoring the dead by helping the living.
All right, the American Legion, we just saw pass, was chartered by Congress in 1919, focusing on service for veterans, service members, and communities. It's evolved into one of the most influential nonprofit groups in the United States. Algot Johnson was born in 1896 in Whitehall and killed in action at the age of 23.
Next, we have the Marine Corps Detachment number 703. The Marine Corps League is a very active in the community, participating in parades, social gatherings, memorial and remembrance events, honor guard for Marine funerals, color guard, outreach, and service to fellow veterans. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
They also assist veterans with various programs to include an assistance fund.
All right, we just got another flag with a reminder of what to do. I really appreciate that. I think it's so important. We next have the 180th Transportation Company U.S. Army Reserves, part of the 645th Regional Support Group and the 103rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command. Based right here in Muskegon, this unit proudly serves our country as part of the U.S. Army Transportation Corps. So we thank them so much for their service. It looks like they're just going to keep coming.
And this is when you see a lot of the kids start staring at these things that look like they're from Star Wars.
Yeah, right. And this is what makes a parade just so much fun, that we get to sit back and come together as a community. Hey, good morning. And give so much thanks to these men and women who have done so much for our country, selflessly serving. And frankly, they're just cool pieces of equipment to look at.
Yeah, it's not like you see that driving down the road every single day.
No.
Next up, we have the Montague Fire District. Montague Fire proudly serves the City of Montague, Montague Township, and White River Township, keeping our community safe with dedication and heart.
Kids came prepared with their plastic bag. Hey guys.
Here's a question. When do you think they start washing these things?
Wasn't it a nightly task?
I don't know, but these things look like they've been waxed.
From what I remember on those school visits that we went to when we were little, it was kind of like a nightly activity because they do look beautiful. And Montague Fire District still coming through. Just hope that you don't run out of candy before you get to Montague, because I always feel bad. We've done that before when we've participated, and it's like, sorry, Wildcat.
Unfrozen.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, don't eat breakfast on a day like today. I mean, why not just start your day with candy? It's a day of festivities and stuff. What's so great about CatchMark Technologies, they are all over the place. So we'll not only be able to see a street view, but we'll also get to see this aerial view of the parade as it goes through Whitehall and down into Montague. Well, Montague is prepared, but let's hope that these guys are not busy this evening for the fireworks display, which does begin at dusk. And what do you think? Where should people watch the fireworks in White Lake?
Selfishly speaking, if you can float, it's always the best, but then you have trouble getting off the water when everybody's trying to do that.
That's true.
But I've also had really good luck just getting a spot down by the marinas, anywhere kind of overlooking the water between both towns. I think is really a good spot.
Yeah, Goodrich Park was always a favorite when we were younger, but get there early, get your blankets down so you can get a good view into Montague, the Montague Bandshell. But really, remember when the kids were young, we used to kind of drive around and we used to do a little bit of like firework chasing. It was so much fun going up and down the lake. So if you do miss setting up your blanket, I promise, just drive around and you'll see some good firework displays. Oh, we got to get going. Okay.
Go.
White Lake Ambulance Authority has been serving the White Lake area since 1968. They're a community-based emergency medical service dedicated to providing high quality and efficient care to the citizens. They frequently service both Montague Fire District and the White Lake Fire Authority. So we will see them again also at the end of this parade.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to our Grand Marshal, Miss Dee Briegel, riding in style thanks to Don Ritma Chevrolet GMC. Dee has 37 years of experience at Pitkin Drug, was a trusted healthcare voice in our community. She's also a former chamber board member, part of Friends of the Playhouse, and helped launch the White Lake Area Women. Dee was also our 2024 Lady Laker Award recipient, and we're thrilled to have her as our Grand Marshal.
All right, and we do have some time for a second, so let's just mention, I know you talked about Don Ritma Chevrolet. For decades, they've been helping our Grand Marshals ride in style in our parades. They're huge advocates of the White Lake area and strive to create a stronger community. They are proudly a part of several partnerships with local charities and nonprofit organizations. So we thank Don Ritma for being a part of it. All right, it looks like we have our 4th of July parade sponsor, Remax West.
Remax West is our 4th of July parade sponsor, so fitting with their red, white, and blue logo on their hot air balloon. With the limited number of homes on the current U.S. market, you need an agent with the right connections, technology, and strategies to achieve your home buying or selling vision. Rest assured, a Remax agent is the right agent for any level of service and any market condition.
Well, kids love that hot air balloon. Like, that's pretty fun.
Well, it's a little easier to take today since we're underneath this and the sun's not beating down on us.
Yes, it sure is. Well, we have a little bit of a break for a second, so I pulled up some 4th of July, not trivia this year, but actually recommendations. So these are things that could damper your 4th. So these are the
These are the do nots or the do.
Last minute to make plans. Like for some holidays that can work, but with the 4th of July, They said that's not one of them. That so many places are overcrowded. So much food is already purchased in advance, like barbecue supplies. So don't wait too long. But here's the deal, guys. I'm giving you grace because guess what you can do? You can visit all the local businesses and restaurants to fulfill those needs.
So what if you're spontaneous?
Yeah, give yourself,
and not boring.
That's what I'm saying. Give yourself a break and go and bring your family out to dinner. You guys deserve it. All right, next up, we have...
Oh, my friend, State Senator, it looks like Mr. John Bumstead. He represents Michigan's 32nd Senate District. He first came to legislation in 2010 after being elected to represent the 100th District in the Michigan House of Representatives, and in 2018 was elected as a state senator. Senator Bumstead is a huge advocate of the community and a member of the White Lake Area Chamber of Commerce.
All right, I don't know if we missed our scouts or if they're coming. Maybe they just fell behind, but usually we do have our Scouts of America.
Let's sneak them in.
So I just want to talk about them because they already do provide so many awesome things for people, i.e. specifically teach so many skills and values. But let's talk about Kurt Vanderwall.
Representative Kurt Vanderwall serves the 102nd District, which includes portions of Oceana, Manistee, Mason, and Muskegon counties. He is the chairman of the House Health Policy Committee and serves as a member of the Finance, Government Operations, and Natural Resources and Tourism Committees.
And that's got to be him in the red, white, and blue right there.
Oh, is that him bringing up the rear?
I do believe. All right. After Kurt Vanderwall, we have proud and lifelong resident of Muskegon County. Representative Snyder believes strongly in tourism for economic impact in Muskegon County and has been a huge advocate of the tourism industry. Good
Love
morning.
the shorts, brother.
You too.
You too, man.
All right. Hey, how are you? And next up, we have the City of Montague. Do you want to read about them?
Unfortunately, I have to. I'm a Whitehall guy, but I'm going to let that go today.
No, we love Montague. Super cool truck.
I know CatchMark's a bunch of Montague homers, too, but I'm just saying that to start a fight. The City of Montague is a charming, quaint, family-friendly, and on the shores of the scenic White Lake connecting to Lake Michigan. It is home to the Montague Wildcats, world's largest working weather vane, the Montague Farmers Market, the Artisan Market, and much, much more. Let me give a plug to our friends at North Grove Brewing.
Oh, yes.
As well.
All right, for the Petunia Patrol, we think we maybe just missed that, but our local favorite, of course, the Petunia Patrol to make our streets look so beautifully lined with these really beautiful oversized petunias. So we thank them. They get up every single morning and they water these suckers.
I want to see that guy's yard. If he pays as much attention to these things as he does his yard, he's got to have something to look at.
He sure does.
I think we missed Coldwell Banker.
No,
they're
right
sneaking
here.
up on us. Coldwell Banker, Woodland Schmidt is your one-stop shop for all things real estate, residential, commercial, and those dreamy waterfront views. Helping you find a home in the White Lake area and beyond. Uh-oh.
Oh, our first sucker. Thank you.
Mr. Dusenberry, good to see you.
Happy
Getting your steps in, I see.
Yep.
Happy 4th, my man. What you got? Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, we've got some Pez, we've got a blow pop. All right, sign me up. That's quite a big group. I'm sure they can meet some real estate needs in the area. That's for sure. For those 55 and over who needs an some extra care. You'll often see their bus and residents out enjoying all our community has to offer. So days like today, like parades and festivals, concerts, and so much more. They're committed to creating a safe and secure environment for those who can no longer live at home. So we thank the legacy of care for all the work they do.
New Beginnings Church has been impacting the White Lake area since 1963. Their missions are to love God, love people, and make disciples. They would love to meet you. New Beginnings Church is located on the corner of Whitehall Road and White Lake Drive.
Oh, that's a beautiful float. That had to have taken some time. And I feel like every single year a parade's just like stepping up its game.
Well, I was looking at the packet this morning when I got here early, of course, and noticed it looks a little bit thicker this year.
It certainly does.
Maybe they're just using bigger letters.
How many entries do you actually have?
Trivia question. Let's
go.
Go.
All right. And coming up next, we have the National Asparagus Queen and Runner-Up. This is always a parade favorite, so please welcome them. We have our Asparagus Queen, Shelby Riemann Farm Equipment in Fremont, and Haley by Golden Stock Farms in Mears. Wishing everybody a very happy 4th of July from the Asparagus Royalty.
Can we do something important here? I think it's appropriate. A lot of people comment on how that wave works. Could you give us a 1-2 on how we do that?
She's got it down, so she is demonstrating perfectly
I'm tucking my thumb and curling my hand. Right? Does that work? All right.
I love it. Yeah, you're right. There is something to it. Oh, this is fun.
But I'm seeing a oversized inflatable eagle with a hat.
I love it.
So I'm not quite sure if it is the guys from White Lake Garage Condo. So I'm going to give it a second and make sure. And I'm going to let everybody who's looking at this thing take this eagle in.
So fun.
Can you see the side?
Yep, you got it.
All right. Next, we have the White Lake Garage Condos. White Lake Garage Condos is a community for those who love to work, play, store, and stay, all in their own private garage condo. Because, as they say, life is too short to have a small garage.
That is very true.
So true.
You just keep getting things and then you outgrow them, I swear. Heating, oh, that's a good song. Heating and cooling. Scheid Plumbing, Heating and Cooling is a family-owned business proudly serving the community for 4 generations. They are known for a reliable service and a very helpful team, and they're here everywhere you need them. So we thank you guys for participating. Scheid Plumbing, Heating and Cooling.
It's probably one of the only parades where you take a piece of heavy machinery and 4th of July it a little bit.
Yeah. That'd be kind of fun if that showed up in your driveway.
Depends on the reason, though.
Yeah, we're happy they came. We're just not always happy to see them, maybe.
Following up Scheid, we have Our Lady of White Lake, Knights of Columbus. Our Lady of White Lake is made up of St. James Church and Rothbury. They have been participating in our parade for years, and we always love to see their train entry.
We'll let them come through. Okay, you ready for another one?
Okay. Oh, do or a don't?
This is a don't, again.
Don't. Okay,
so
it's a no thank you.
It's a no thank you. Do not forget sunscreen today, you guys. I know it looks overcast, but I promise you, you will be regretful if you don't put on some of that sunscreen. Also, bug spray.
Do or a don't?
But bug spray is a do, both of these. Yes, don't forget to do either one of these. So you might be super excited to show off your cute outfit, but please make sure that you put on that sunscreen. It would be an integrated. That's one of the big things too. A lot of people are going to be out on the water, so just make sure that you're drinking some H2O so that you don't feel dehydrated. And you know, the water and sometimes drinking can do some weird things. So just make sure that you're hydrated. All right, it looks like we have. Did we miss Water Dog?
I didn't see him.
I did not see him. Maybe, okay, we're getting a little behind. We have, looks like White Lake Community Library, which offers books or tool or a museum pass. We can't make it to the library. You can actually borrow an ebook or you can stream a video anytime.
Muskegon County Democratic Party. The Muskegon County Democratic Party, the White Lake Area Futures Democratic Club, is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes jobs, education, healthcare, and the environment. They believe in teamwork for working families to promote thriving communities. And before we get barraged by these bubbles. Looks like these are our friends from the White Lake Snow Farm. Thank you very much. These volunteers make snow for Hanson Hill and help with events like the White Lake Wonderland and Float-A-Palooza coming up in August. Join them to help set up a record on the water.
So with this Float-A-Palooza, I think we would be remiss to not talk about Water Dog Outfitters. Maybe they're coming, but maybe they will be a part of this, I would assume. And they've been serving the White Lake area, just short, community for over a decade. They allow you, thank you, they allow you to try it before you buy it, which is really cool. They have that little nice pond outside.
Yes, we can use those later, thank you.
Oh, and kazoos? Wow. Nothing more patriotic than a kazoo.
No kidding.
So fun.
So we took care of our friends from Water Dog Outfitters. And now we should probably talk about Muskegon County Emergency Management. Lock
service?
Ooh, we'll get them next.
Well, here they come right here. Lakeshore Lock Service provides 24/7 locksmith services across West Michigan. They are fast, they are reliable, and they're always ready when you need it the most. All right, now you can go.
And if you can't tell, making a grand entrance would be the Muskegon County Emergency Management. They are here and they are the coordinating agency for Muskegon County's preparedness and response to disasters and emergencies.
It's also a sound that's cool for the parade, but not so cool later today.
No kidding.
So let's make sure we don't hear that noise. All right, next up we have White Lake Area Climate Control Council, founded in 2020. This council works toward net zero carbon future by the year 2035. So through education, through advocacy, they're engaging the community in local climate solutions. And can I just say really quickly, that is also another don't leave your trash behind today, whether you're at a park or whether you're at a barbecue or whether you're on the beach. Just please make sure you pick up all of your trash and leave it just as beautiful as you found it.
Kemmer's Environmental Impact Committee was formed in 2018 in White River Township to provide local oversight on the cleanup of the Kemmers, formerly DuPont property, and to advocate for permanent conservation of this site. They have since expanded to include restoration of Sedoni Bayou in their advocacy.
All right, Ace One Porta Potties is locally owned and operated. They have portable restrooms that fit any occasion. They have you covered with farm, construction, event, and handicap units to luxury restroom trailers. They are here for you.
Not sure I've ever used a luxury restroom trailer.
They're actually legit, and they're air conditioned, believe it or not. Oh, look at
And rental services across the Oceana and Newaygo and Muskegon counties. They offer affordable and convenient waste disposal solutions for residential, commercial, construction, and remodeling projects.
All right, the Homestead Restaurant was created to reflect the comforts of home through a cozy atmosphere with fresh, homemade meals. They cherish our beautiful community and hope to become a favorite among family, friends, and visitors.
Been there once or twice.
They've been there a couple times. All right, next up, what do we have here? Muskegon County Airport.
Muskegon County is your aviation gateway to West Michigan Lakeshore. Twice daily jet service to Chicago O'Hare is provided by Denver Air Connection with seamless ticketing and baggage connections through both United and American Airlines. You can book directly from United Airlines, American Airlines, or any third-party travel site.
You know what they should hand out? Airfare, $69.
We're in.
Sounds good. All right, who do we have next? Oh, here's our Rivers Ace rather. Now this one goes on for quite a ways, so I'll start. Up next are all of the locally owned and operated Rivers Corporation businesses. Starting off, we have Rivers Ace Hardware. Their product lines include hardware, power tools, outdoor power equipment, grills, appliances, gift shops, and more. And last year I found out that you had a line of credit there. You told me that during the parade.
Well, listen, with all the things that you need to run a backyard barbecue operation, these guys support just about every one of those things, and so it's hard not to have up on us. Ace Handyman Services offers home repair, installation, maintenance, and helps to complete home improvement projects. They will help take care of a project from start to finish, so you don't have to worry about any of the logistics involved. They pride themselves in being affordable, reliable, as well as efficient.
All right, and after them we have coming up Tri-County Feed Service, which started in 1947. Out of Marcus Dahl's garage, and in over 75 years has become a staple in our community. Thank you. Ooh, sour punch.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, they're handing out Reese's?
No.
Goodness. Okay.
Get you a real
Thank you. They specialize in custom grain mix, grain storage, grain drying, store in both Montague and New Era.
One of the other things that I want to add about the Rivers Ace monopoly is that they also have Rivers Rental and Equipment. They specialize in power equipment sales, parts, services, rentals, irrigation, and lawn maintenance. Formerly known as the White Lake Nursery, they're located on Colby Street in Whitehall and ready to help with your rental and equipment needs. Those guys got every base covered.
They certainly do. Oh, I think we did see Colby's Cafe and Brew. They just came by as well. So that's one of my favorites too. They have created
Speaking of lines of credit,
a passion for good food and strong coffee and excellent service. They're a place when community can kind of stop in for a quick bite to eat, or on the go. You can go right through the drive-thru. So bring your family and your friends for a nice meal, or a place to study when you can work and kind of just enjoy the environment. Blue coming up here with Harbor Light Credit Union.
prior to the Harbor Light Credit Union, would you be upset if I ended up coming home with one of these?
I actually might like to drive it too. So fun. All right, go for it.
Harbor Light Credit Union is a full-service financial institution. Harbor Light is very involved in the White Lake area, including through their annual Easter egg hunt, community picnic, and ice fishing tournament. And
next up, we have Lakeshore Golden Cards and Collectibles. They're a small town card and game shop bringing community fun to the White Lake area. They offer a wide variety of sports cards, singles, and wax, as well as fan favorites like Pokemon, Magic, The Gathering. So they also have a bunch of really fun community events like trade night. And this is, of course, one of our favorite guys, Billy.
Thank you.
Community Health, Whitehall Rehab.
Well, they're here to support your journey.
Friendly church that welcomes everyone with open arms. A place to grow and... Oh, there they are with that it's beautiful. Oh, and hey, good news, you guys. And I'll talk about this, I think, later on.
July.
Last Friday. Yep, and I just remember last year was a bit of a sore subject.
Cool
but
truck.
It is back.
What year?
All right, so now that parade is crazy. I know that one goes on for...
I think this community has spoken out about how we missed that.
That's right. Okay.
CatchMark.
Here's another thing. So here's one of the don'ts. Okay.
Go with the don't.
Don't bring illegal fireworks. No, seriously. Like, they're tempting, but don't do it. Okay.
Could end up having to call an attorney if you do that.
Exactly. And we don't want that. We
want
don't want
that.
that at all. So just know that we have professionals who are going to be working on this amazing firework display at dusk this evening. So just leave it to the professionals. Of course, you can set off your own legal fireworks. We have a couple different stands that are open around the area.
Saw
They
one at
can
Walmart.
go and purchase some. But please just make sure we don't want any 4th of July injuries. Okay, so that is also a don't. This next one I think is really important too. Don't overdo it on the booze. We don't need any 4th of July DUIs, okay? But if you do, I know a good attorney.
Yeah,
Just a
I know a
shameless
good
plug.
attorney too, but look, most of those problems come because people don't have a plan.
Okay.
You're gonna have a couple of drinks.
Have a plan.
Have a plan.
Okay, and another one too, don't forget about your pets, about pet safety. I didn't think about that, but I know my dogs get a little worked up when there's a thunderstorm. So when there's fireworks, there are loud noises. Just make sure that you are taking care of your pets. They said on 4th of July, they have so many cats and dogs run away. It's like the #1 night that your pets can run away. So consider calming treats or just soothing background noises, but just keep them safe, guys. All right.
Next up, we have Weese's Brothers Garden Center and Landscaping. They are a 4th-generation family farm offering annual flowering plants, perennials, trees, and shrubs at 4 retail garden centers. They also offer a full line of landscaping services, including design, installation, irrigation installation, and lawn services. Each year, the petunias the chamber put up around town are grown right at Weese's in Montague.
So beautiful. They're oversized. I'll take one of each one of the things that is on their trailer. So beautiful.
Also cool because it's a family operation,
I
4
love that.
locations. I was driving in Manistee. They got a place up there.
Yeah, they certainly do. All right. What else do we have? So I guess the last one, don't forget up on the history a little bit and try to understand where we came from and just be together today. Everybody's in a happy mood, and also that get impatient with the server today because our servers in the area are going to have their hands full. We told you about restaurants to go to, but make sure you guys get a frosty treat. I'm looking right down the way and I see Dairy Treat. You have Twisters in Montague, C's Ice Cream. So please make sure you get out and you enjoy an ice cream treat.
Weese's is still coming. Those look like the plants you have in the backyard.
Oh, they're my favorite. Geraniums, yes. Those are probably the most hardy ones. Those are the ones I don't kill.
So listen,
And it looks like they're saving the flat for Montague. That's nice. That's generous.
Appreciate that. Quick trivia. I'm going to put this question out there before we talk about Releve Dance, who's coming, because I can hear him and see him.
Love it.
All right. This is what I got to know. To anybody out there, what was the former business? It was a restaurant that previously was located in the subway building in Whitehall. Don't say anything because I think you know, and I'm going to give a hint.
You can say it in the comments.
There is a companion business or the same business located in Muskegon Heights.
Okay, I'm not going to say it, but I know.
Okay.
I remember it. All right, Releve Dance Studio provides recreational and competitive level dances for all children of all ages. They had a fabulous competitive season. And I'm sorry, I just have to watch it because we love them so much. And this year they're actually going to perform at Disney World, so we get to go down to Disney World. So fun. So this is really a marathon for these dancers. They're doing
How many miles is
So they do 4 dances across the parade route. So they have been in business since 2008. They offer classes in ballet, point, jazz, tap, competitive and creative movement, and hip hop. Registration is open right now for their summer classes, so be sure to check them out online. Hi, Miss Lindsay. All right.
Walmart has been in the White Lake area since 2017 and has jumped right into community participation, joining in at our parades, annual business expo, and donating items such as trash bags for the annual trash bash. Our local Whitehall Walmart is open 7 days a week.
All right, next up we have St. James Lutheran Church. It's a community rooted in faith with a mission to share the love of Jesus through service, worship, and connection. And it looks like they're advertising their VBS for this year.
Scuba.
Yeah, which happens July 27th through the 31st. And I know that's a very busy end of the weekend. So if you're tired from that weekend, send your kids to some VBS. It's so much fun.
Listen, drop them off there and then hit cruising, right?
There
That's
you
the
go.
same time.
Yeah. Well, cruising I think is the Friday before. Then we have Run at White Lake on that Saturday morning, and we also have our pub pedal that morning, and then we have our historical cruises in White Lake. So it is a busy weekend. I feel like we need to kind of rest up before we get there. Come on, guys.
Next up, we have Verplanks Trucking. They are now in their 4th generation transporting aggregate to large companies, Michigan counties, and the state of Michigan by our own local pizza man, Neil Martell, the owner of Big John's Pizza.
Right. All right, and we love Big John's Pizza. It has been a staple in the White Lake area community since 1970. Food is made by hand, the old-fashioned way, so you always know it's going to be
And
good.
let's make sure we let everybody know, if you don't know, they were formerly in downtown forever and now have moved out. Actually, we're next to and where the new Aldi's is going to be.
I love
right?
it.
By
so
Colby
much,
Cafe.
Well, I see a lot of people inside now eating. So many more people sit down and they'll eat in that building because there's so much room.
Yeah.
And we also have some pretty fun plans for that area, which I'll just let the city kind of unfold that plan. But so much fun. We'll be able
Don't tell secrets when you're not supposed to gossip.
All right, we have Oceana County 4-H.
They're all about growing leaders and building skills. Free to join, this positive youth development program offers opportunities in livestock, STEM, arts, leadership, and more. To learn more, just contact the MSU Extension office in Hart.
All right, next up we have Shelby State Bank. Since 1931, it has been a full-service community bank with 8 offices, 2 of which are in Montague and Whitehall. Their motto is where banking is still a people business. They are people and community driven, offering personal and commercial banking services, mortgage and commercial loans, 24/7 online banking, and more.
That looks like a Spartan.
That's the Oceana County 4-H.
Eaton County residents, 60 years and older. Please reach out to them for more information on their senior medical transportation program.
Looks like we had that a little out of order. We weren't sure Agewell was showing up, but they are here, and we are so thankful for that. We've already introduced Shelby State Bank.
I can't check the live stream. I don't know how to do that. I wonder if we have any comments on our trivia question.
I wonder. You'll have to let us know.
Should we do another
What
hint?
are we going to offer them? I've got nothing.
I think I went
flag?
here.
All right. It looks like we have our White Lake Association, which is comprised of hundreds of area residents who care deeply about these of the lake, as well as the public trust.
What a cool boat.
Hey there.
Love the boat.
Beautiful.
Love the
White
boat.
Lake Association likes the rowboat.
That thing's beautiful.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work.
I bet. Yeah.
Good
guys
for you.
having fun?
Yeah, we
You
sure
getting,
are.
Getting
Well,
steps
hey.
in?
A lot of steps and I can get in the car and it's sweaty.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
to
you know,
see
one thing that's exciting about the wooden boat is the fact that next year, 2026, we are bringing back the Maritime Festival
Wow.
right here in White Lake.
When was the last time we had that?
I couldn't tell you, but if you do check our Chamber of Commerce website, it will kind of give you the history on the Maritime Festival, but I know that that is one of our community favorites. It'll take place right down at Goodrich Park, I believe. I guess I shouldn't give too much information because it's not set in stone yet, but that was such a fun community building week. It took place in August, so we're looking forward to having that back next year, August 2026. And next up, we have a very fun float coming up and a very fun event coming up. It looks like on July 19th.
Coming up is Walk the Beat, who is gearing up for their 4th annual festival. 3 raffles with a chance to win $5 grand, and then there's an after party at 5:30 to 9 on the North Mears Promenade next to Fetch Brewing Company.
Food trucks, 10 venues, 20 musical acts, so come down that weekend. Oh, and the crowd is loving this too. All right, next up we have Wesco. Wesco loves serving the community and getting to bring happiness to everyone who comes into their stores. Popcorn, donuts, and ices.
Oh my.
Sign me up. All right, and what you were asking me, how many locations of Wesco do we have
That was
here?
my second trivia question. I'm not sure why you
So
brought
what do
that
you
up.
guys
Let's just
think?
do it now. Let's just do it now.
So that's your question.
How
folks.
many Wesco locations do we have in the White Lake area? Count them up.
I know.
You're going to miss one, I'm telling you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Oh, that's on a bill. That just went on over.
Yes,
Fun.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Better give them to us before they melt, Nick.
Thank
In the
you.
Killer California Cruiser.
That every entry should just have to do a dance. So we have Amy Christine with her modern line dances. She teaches weekly dance classes. It's so much fun. Life is a whole lot better when you dance, and that is true. They are having so much fun.
And they want to thank the community for the best 4th of July parade anywhere.
All right, next up, and empowerment.
Your property clean and clutter-free. From yard maintenance to scrap and debris removal, they handle the dirty work so you don't have to. Reliable, efficient, and always ready to roll.
All right, and here's another festival that's so much fun happening mid-July. We have the White Lake Chamber Music Festival. It's entering its 16th season, bringing world-class performances to our community with family concerts, evening shows, and daily salon events. There's something for everybody. So check out their website and posters around town for their full schedule.
Did they do that at the band shell in Montague? Is that where?
I think they have different performances, different places. I know they've hosted before at White Lake Golf Course, so just check out their website and then you can get the full list of information that you'll need. All right, who do we have next?
White Lake United Methodist Church is a welcoming congregation rooted in faith, service, and community. Located right here in the White Lake area, they're committed to sharing God's love through worship, outreach, and connection.
All right, next up we have Oasis Senior Center in Norton Shores, offering assisted living and memory care with comfort and compassion. See what home can feel like, schedule a tour, and experience the Oasis difference.
Following Oasis is the White Lake Sailing School. They are celebrating 100 years on the water. White Lake Sailing School has been teaching kids and adults the joy of sailing since 1925. Rooted in tradition and powered by community, they are proud to carry on a legacy of seamanship, sportsmanship, and summertime fun.
All right, and I just have to acknowledge all of these volunteers walking the parade. This is quite a day for them to just begin their 4th of July celebration and volunteering their time to hand out candy and just to make this day so much better. So we just want to thank them for participating. We have White Lake Nutrition coming on through. They offer healthy shakes and energizing teas. They are also huge sponsors of both Montague and Whitehall schools. They are headed into their 4th year of their annual 5K run, with proceeds going between both Montague and Whitehall Hope Squad organizations and beyond.
Good to see you, girls.
I know, we should. Hey, how are you?
Good to see you, girls. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th. We have some smiling faces on this parade route. So much fun. Well, I just have to say I have my healthy tea this morning as well.
Let them see that you're supporting them. I think they know you by face in there, right?
Yeah, I think so. I should get a line of credit at that place.
Next up, we have Bullseye Roofing LLC flat roof installations delivered with quality craftsmanship, honest pricing, and reliable timelines. Bullseye Roofing is proudly serving the community with the care only a local business can provide.
I think they specialize in float building as well.
Yeah,
This
not
is
bad.
Sweet. I love it. I think this is one of the first I've seen them in our parade too. So we love all of these new faces, new businesses.
Look at the golf cart on the back side of it though.
So fun. We got the music going. All right, next up we have Zeus Aluminum Polishing. It's dedicated to aluminum rims, making aluminum shine from dull to mirror finish.
We got a water from our friends at Bullseye.
Hey, and
Figured
remember, we
needed it.
said make sure you stay hydrated today. You're gonna need it. Looks like Zeus Aluminum Polishing is located in Montague. I'm sure you can find them online.
Look at the tunes on the bottom of that boat.
That looks a little different than ours.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Wow.
Okay,
That's impressive.
I think you should call them today. Do you think they can get you
Yeah,
in?
that'd be great, buddy. Thank you very
Thanks,
much. Let me
bud.
grab a couple. Thank you. I'm going to grab some dots.
Are you tired? Are you?
Here
Thanks
you go,
for doing
pal.
this.
Thank you very much.
Oh, it sounds like we've got some excitement coming our way. We have McCormick Gas Station and McCormick Sand. Is that where we are? Yeah. It's a proud family-owned and operated company that has been serving our community with exceptional customer service for almost 20 years. As a local business, they take great pride in supporting our community while providing clean, safe, and friendly environment for all customers. Looks like we have Uncle Sam right in front.
Okay, we talked about Wesco, right? We talked about Wesco and how many locations. I think it's only fair if we have a trivia question about McCormick. How many McCormick gas stations do we have in the White Lake area?
Answer in the comments. And maybe McCormick can offer something cool at their store. They do have those fabulous, the business.
It formerly occupied the
Formerly
subway
occupied
building.
How many Wescos are in the White Lake area? And now, how many McCormick gas stations are in the area? All right, now I think we can see what's making all that commotion.
It's like a bunch of guys with guns.
But first of all, we have the American Red Cross through a network of about 230 chapters and prepare for and respond to emergencies. So the Red Cross.
Next up, we have the Davy Crockett starter kit with the White River Brigade of Voyagers.
Everybody loves this, though.
They return with their era-specific presentation, bringing history to life. A longtime participant in this parade, they celebrate the spirit and style of early American explorers. If you have kids, you better put it's earmuffs. Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Absolutely.
Earmuffs.
But how fun is this, though? This is like a timepiece, right? So, like I said, today, read up on some history. Remember why we celebrate today. Which, by the way, just so you know, and I think I said this last year, John Adams refused to celebrate the 4th of July on the 4th because it was signed on the 2nd of July. And so he said, I will not celebrate on the 4th of July.
He didn't want to celebrate it on a...
No,
looks
he
like
said-
he got outvoted.
I know. He said, hey there, it was signed on the 2nd. So, hey, it looks like we are missing the Muskegon Voyagers Hockey Club. It returns with their era-specific presentation, bringing history to life. A longtime participant in the 4th of July parade. They celebrate the spirit and the style of America.
I think we probably take for granted the winter season. They're dedicated to the routine maintenance of the county roads, keeping them reasonably safe and convenient for the motoring public. This hardworking group stays busy all year and has made time to be in every single one of our parades to show their community support.
I think most of our school kids would just prefer that they slept in too. So they can have more snow days, but we appreciate them when we have to get up and get to work.
You gotta get ready. You gotta get ready.
Oh, we have, okay, this is also a fan favorite. We have our Arrow, that's so loud. The Arrow Ridge Kazoo Band, a longtime parade favorite. The Arrow Ridge Kazoo Band is back. And if you listen closely, they are going to be humming out some of America's favorite patriotic tunes, one kazoo at a time, guaranteed to make you smile. I think you can smile and kazoo at the same time. We gotta show them that we're ready to participate.
Give it a shot. Mine doesn't work.
Oh. Maybe there's like a technique to it. I don't know.
Your work?
Mine does not. We'll have
Maybe-
to work on this later. I
Yeah.
think we have to go to YouTube and find it. Thank you. Okay, we gotta hide those. Thank you. Okay, we gotta hide those. So right. Oh, this is still all a part of Elite Air. So they are proud sponsors, it looks like. So fun. Hey, we haven't taken our kids to the races. I think that would be so much fun.
It would be fun, but you got to be ready for that. That's here. Sneak and Bias is Highlight International. They're a local automotive manufacturer dedicated to actively supporting initiatives that promote environmental preservation and local well-being. At the core of their company, culture is a commitment to employee wellness, collaboration, and creating a positive, inclusive workspace for all. What do we got? What do we got?
Okay, you guys, I told you, cruising is back. All right.
Rev up your engines.
July, it looks like, what's the date on this? Oh, that was from an old one, but it's going to be July 25th this year. Oh, that was from an old one, but it's going to be July 25th this year. So rev up your engines. It's a cruising car classic show and parade. This is a White Lake area summer favorite. It doesn't feel like summer without cruising. So this event brings out the coolest rides, as you just experienced, the proudest and loudest owners. So come out and enjoy the chrome, the curves, and the classic style. It will be July 25th this year, beginning at 6 p.m. Hey, make sure you set out your chairs early too, just like I saw so many people set out them early for the parade. Yep, so cruising is just gonna be as busy.
Let's welcome the Blue Lake Community Church. It's a place of faith and welcome to all, with a mission to engage the world through the truth of God's Word. They're intentional in making sure every person knows that they are loved by God.
All right, here's another, okay, so true or false, Thomas Jefferson is the solo author of the Declaration of Independence.
False.
You're right, you're such a historian.
2-0 the big guy.
All right, so Jefferson, he did pen a lot of it, but John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Roger Sherman, and Livingston were also some of the major authors. Some Women's Division Chamber of Commerce members. They do so much for our community. I know that I'm a part of the Dancing with the Local Stars in Muskegon. One project, one fundraiser, one volunteer hour at a time. They empower and they uplift our community. They've been doing so since 1951.
Following them, we have Lasco Services. They've been keeping West Michigan comfortable for over 20 years with expert plumbing, heating, cooling, and drain cleaning. Known for fast, friendly service and equipment and customer care. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lasco. All right, White Lake Wesleyan Church is coming up. They are located in Whitehall and they are committed to developing a fully devoted follower of Jesus Christ. This church focuses on faith, growth, and service in the community they love so much. All right, who do we have next?
Well, I'm trying to get a look at
Busy
the
Bee.
side of this. It looks like we have the Busy Bee Cafe, Montague's local coffee shop and bakery, caffeinating White Lake since 2022. They offer coffee menu along with energizing drinks, lemonades, baked goods, and a breakfast and lunch menu. They recently started offering catering as well. Be sure to check them out.
All right, we're so excited to see the revival of West Side Bar and Friends. Enjoy live music or savor their mouth-watering menu, from craft beers on tap to signature cocktails and a lineup of delicious dishes. They're all about creating unforgettable memories. So pull up a chair, grab a drink, and join in on the riffraff and shenanigans at Wayside Bar and Grill.
White Lake Ambulance Authority has been serving the White Lake area since 1968. They're a community-based emergency medical service dedicated to providing high-quality, efficient care to citizens. They frequently serve.
All right, it looks like joining them, we have the Blue Lake Township Fire, proudly serving Blue Lake Township and surrounding areas. Thank you for these dedicated first responders for keeping our communities safe.
And right behind them, Grant Township Fire proudly serves southern Oceana County, including the townships of Grant, Claybanks, and Otto. Thank you to these dedicated first responders for keeping our communities safe.
And last but not least, we have our White Lake Fire Authority, proudly serving the city of Whitehall, Fruitland Township, and Whitehall Township. They have been protecting our communities with great dedication and care. But hey, like I said, let's give them a day off today. So let's just practice safe activities, safe parties and festivities. And you know what? Actually, let's hand it.
The important thing is to make sure that you're safe. We want everybody to have fun. We want everybody to enjoy and celebrate time with friends. They're amazing as long as they're being watched. Make sure we're keeping an eye on the kids with all of the sparklers, all of that kind of stuff. Most importantly, be safe, but please have a great time and enjoy the 4th.
Absolutely.
And I heard you guys are doing almost as good as the Christmas tree.
Oh, I don't know if we can ever top that. But yes, like Fire Chief said, we just be so incredible measures. We hope you have so much fun with family and friends today. Make memories. Remember, these are the times your kids are going to remember for a long time. So we just wish you a happy and very safe 4th of July, and we'll see you right here next year.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you listening.
Looks like they're watering the streets. That's exactly what you need to do for your grass. If you're going to set off those fireworks.
I'd like to have one of those on my truck.
I don't know if we're still on, but if we are, I would like to every year for all the work that they do for our community. They are the walks, our Christmas parade, and more. I know, it needs to lighten up. We also want to thank our parade sponsor, Remax West. They do so much to help us in our White Lake community, so it's not just about real estate for them. Also, a huge thank you to Muskegon and Montague Manpower for being our live stream sponsor. They are the one today that you have tuned into the parade.
This is a big one.
And then also after the parade, make sure you stick around town for some shopping, have a drink, have a bite to eat, enjoy some of our outdoor recreation before our fireworks this evening at dusk. Remember, leave it to the professionals. They're going to put on an amazing show this evening over White Lake. And we just want to also just give a shout out to the White Lake Fireworks Committee for bringing this to our area. We thank you guys so much. And we wish that you have a happy and safe 4th of July.
See you next year, guys.
Happy 4th of July.